Hey, what's up guys? Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel. So I've been covering reviews of several classic M.A.S.K vehicles to date, from the Thunderhawk to Rhino, Jackhammer and the Volcano. Today, I'm checking out one of the standouts from 1985's first series of M.A.S.K toys, the Switchblade. Okay, so hands up if you cried at the toy store when you were a kid for your parents to buy this thing. I know I definitely did. Of course, my tears did not work, but hey, it was worth a shot. Now, the Switchblade was the biggest vehicle from Series 1, and one of the biggest as well for the entire M.A.S.K range of toys. Its helicopter mode has some very futuristic design imprints on it, and this fit in very well with other technologically advanced pop culture helicopters of the time, such as Airwolf and Blue Thunder. Now, I seem to remember that this thing had a brighter shade of blue when I first got it, but over the years it's possible that the toy color has taken on a much darker green tone, possibly due to exposure to sunlight. Oh well, it's still extremely cool. Now, the Switchblade is piloted by Venom leader Miles Mayhem, who's the main villain of the entire series, and thus making ownership of this toy to fans something that is essential. The detailing on the figure is of course extremely good, much like that on all of the M.A.S.K figures. Miles here looks like every other deranged war general of the 1980s, and the designers did not forget to include all his tiny pins and medals on the sculpt for his uniform. So Miles comes with the Viper mask, which has the ability to shoot out streams of both corrosive acid and poison. The figure itself fits well within the cockpit area of the Switchblade, but it would have been good if a seatbelt had been included as well, as the figure tends to move around a bit when the toy is in use. I just wanted to add that although the toy version of Miles Mayhem is extremely good, he's still a little bit on the slimmer side compared to the version of him that we see in the cartoon. Now, in the cartoon, he looks almost like Marlon Brando from The Godfather, and it definitely appears that he's been enjoying turkey for dinner one too many times. In fact, this photo of a Miles Mayhem cosplayer standing next to me is a much better approximation of the character's actual size. Now it's time to check out some of the vehicle's awesome features. Pushing one of the buttons on the side of the helicopter causes the rotor blades to spin. It's definitely a cool gimmick, but you kind of wish the mechanism to activate it was located in the rear fin of the vehicle for easier play action. The Switchblade's main feature is its ability to transform from a seemingly ordinary looking helicopter into a fighter jet. To do this, you first have to fold the rotor blades and lock them down in the middle. Raising the rear fin will then cause the wings of the fighter jet to pop out from the sides. It's a smooth transformation that never gets old, no matter how many times you do it. It must be pointed out that the jet wings are held in place to the sides of the vehicle by two tiny tabs. Do handle these with care, as the tabs are prone to breaking, and if this happens, transformation between modes will be impossible. Now, in fighter jet mode, the Switchblade has guns that pop out from the sides of the cockpit. Also, the landing gears can be raised up, and pressing a button on the back will cause a set of guns to pop out. And there you have it, The vehicle is transformed and ready for battle. The bottom of the vehicle has a hole where a bomb is located. Unfortunately, the effect of the bomb dropping to the ground is pretty lame and lacks dramatic effect. And in case you were wondering, the bomb is the most commonly lost accessory of the vehicle. So guys, that's my look at the M.A.S.K Switchblade. It's definitely a marvel of toy engineering. And among all M.A.S.K vehicles, it's probably the only one to have two realistically looking alternate modes. Now most of the other vehicles in the M.A.S.K range feature one vehicle that has multiple hidden weapon compartments that open up for battle. And while there are vehicles that transform or split apart into other vehicles, none of those modes have ever looked convincing. Even for fan-favorite vehicles such as the Thunderhawk, you have to admit that its fighter jet mode is pretty unconvincing. But the Switchblade looks like both a legitimate helicopter and a legitimate fighter jet. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Now the M.A.S.K agents would not have anything to rival the Switchblade in terms of firepower in the skies until the Skybolt turned up in Series 4. But that is a video for another time. Catch you guys again soon.